Hey YouTube, this is Stephen Bell. This is my first video, so I'm a bit nervous about it all. But just been watching a whole lot of the vertical sleeve participants, and thought it's probably about time that I got on board. And just a bit of background. I'm 39 years of age. I've got 3 kids, a 5, a 4 and a 11-week-old, and I've been booked in for my vertical sleeve procedure on the 28th of June, which is about 4 weeks away, and just thought I'd get on board, and been watching a whole lot of Fat Kings, Phil and TJ and Kirk and Walter, and also Tanya, and a whole lot of videos. And I just thought, well, it might be time that I get on board, and started talking about my journey. My current weight is about 155 kilograms for those Aussie people, and for everyone else it's 341 pounds, so 342 pounds. Bit of my background: I've always had weight issues, going back to high school, and always been the big guy, and always been tried pretty much everything I can think of. Been tried Weight Watchers at different stages. Tried light and easy, which is for people who are not in Australia. It's one of those low calorie diets where they deliver the food to you each week. I've also done a CSIRO diet, and also done a non-sugar diet, and all sorts of things, and really struggled with my weight. About 10 years ago, I had a bit of success where I pretty much started doing a lot more fitness stuff, and running started where I couldn't run more than about 100 metres, to the extent I got up to 15 kilometres, did a couple of triathlons, and through that journey dropped about 35 kilos, but then went back to study, met my future wife, Sim, and just started having kids and things like that, and weight started building back up. And probably the biggest killer has been that I never really, now in the last probably 12 months, been trying to get back into it, but trying to, the success I had with when I lost a lot of weight was through mostly exercise. So that was where I was running most mornings, and doing lots of cycling, lots of swimming, and that kind of stuff. And but over the last probably 10 years, over the last couple of years, when I've really started to get back into it, my started to have some back issues, and started to have some all sorts of other issues, and a hip issue. So really can't get in there and do the exercise that I really want to do, and that's really held me back from being able to do what I really want to do. So, but back in January, I met up with my GP, and we were having my annual medical check, and which I've been on a blood pressure tablets for about 3 or 4 years now, and each year the blood pressure tablets have been getting stronger and stronger. So we had a bit of a conversation, and he said to me, what have you been trying to do? And told him what I've tried to do, within the sense of trying different diets and things like that, and really had no success. So he recommended me to see the weight loss surgeon. So, and when I was looking at it, I wasn't sure if that was what I really wanted to do, and especially at that stage, my wife was 6 months pregnant. So we went and saw the weight loss surgeon. We talked about what I'd been doing. He said I was a perfect candidate for the surgery. So we decided to wait until Sim had my a daughter, which was Matilda, in March this year. So, and then we went back to the surgeon and started talking about it. He booked in a date for the 28th of June, Also needed to go and see the psychologist, which was a bit of a like the scene in Jerry Maguire, for the people who haven't seen it, where Cuba Gooding's going to have the interview and he keeps saying, "You're not going to make me cry, you're not going to make me cry," and that was a bit me, and then bang, got a bit of a breakdown with it. But that was all good. So saw the psychologist, saw the dietitian, and saw the surgeon, and mate, decided that it's me, it's time. So that's where I've got to. Probably been, it's one of those situations that I look at my life and I've got a pretty good job in local government. I've got really good, loving wife. I've got a great family with Xavier, our 5-year-old, Oscar, our 4-year-old, and Matilda, and just thinking, I had great control over pretty much everything else in my life except for my weight. So with a bit of talking to a couple of other people, and also talking to for people who've been on YouTube for a while, Tanya, who I've actually been mates with John, her husband, for a number of years. I grew up with John here in Australia before he moved over and married Tanya. Chatting online with them, and thought, yep, it's time. So that's where I'm up to. I'm incredibly nervous about the whole situation. Don't know what I'm getting myself in for, and still keep looking at it and going, well, is this the right thing to be doing? But I keep coming down to the fundamentals that I'm doing this for really my family, and making sure that I want to be there for my kids. So I've always probably done a lot of work in the sense of caring for other people and all that kind of stuff, and worrying about other people, and it's probably time that I get a bit selfish and won't have to worry about myself. So that's where I'm up to. So as I said, hopefully thanks for all the advice that I've had from people online, and been watching a lot of the videos, and hope to really be able to I hope to be able to do some chats to you regularly, and hopefully follow the journey. All right, thanks guys, and g'day, and see you soon. Bye.